Welcome to this week's Fruit and Vegetable Update for the 9th of February 2021. Do you know anyone who might like to work in a rural area and doesn't mind a bit of physical activity? Labour shortages is still a hot topic for our farmers. They are still struggling to get local workers to help with their harvesting. With not enough hands on deck, this has caused some of them to sadly plough their crops back into the ground or leave it rot on the trees. The industry is predicting the labour shortage will peak in March, with 26,000 people needed to fill horticulture jobs nationwide. The Department of Agriculture are forecasting there will be a fall in production and a rise in prices of between 15 to 25%. These aren't good stats for anyone involved. It's also forcing some growers to reconsider how much they will plant this year. There are many that are looking at reducing how much they are putting into the ground. With less availability, there will be more demand, thereby affecting produce prices to rise. So, what are some of the positives of doing farm work and living in a regional area? You're outdoors, being active, consistently doing something different, meeting different people, it's a cleaner lifestyle, and the cost of living can be much less. If this sounds like something that piques your interest and may appeal to you or someone you know, why don't you give it a go? Our farmers are the backbone of our country and they need you. This week in fruit. New season apples are here. We have all been hanging out for these beauties to start. Galas, Granny Smiths, Fujis and Abbas are the varieties we have kicking off the season. Coming from our Queensland, South Australian and Victorian growers, these apples are crisp and crunchy. This is their time to shine. The trusty Gala is a favourite apple among many, mildly sweet, juicy and crisp. With a distinctly different taste, the Granny Smith brings its tang and tart flavour to the table with its crunchy flesh. The sweet crisp Fuji apple is another rolling favourite among apple lovers. Lastly, the Abbas apple, an early season variety which matures late January and throughout February. Created in Australia from a Granny Smith apple and a Jonathan apple, the unique thing about this apple is the tree only bears fruit every second year. This red-skinned apple is crisp and juicy with a mild flavour. It's great for both eating and cooking. Kiwi fruit have started and these are coming from our grower in Italy. Did you know this furry fruit grows on vines and needs both a male and a female vine to make magic together and produce fruit? Deliciously tart and sweet at the same time, these Chinese gooseberries are deliciosa. This week in vegetables. Coming from our South Australian grower, we have some very cool coloured cauliflowers. There are 6 heads to a box with varied colours such as orange, purple and yellow. How brilliant would they look on your shop shelf, sitting side by side with their white cousin? Speaking about white cauliflower, we have heaps available. These are coming from the same grower and are fresh with firm heads. They are looking great with their leaves gently protecting them. A tip for your display: don't cut off all the leaves of the cauliflower as they do protect the heads from going soft. Just give them a little trim to shorten the leaves if needed so they are still left hugging the cauliflower head. This way they'll have a better shelf life and look good too. Celery is plentiful and coming from our southern state growers and Queensland grower. Perfectly crisp and standing tall, they are ready to crunch and munch. How many bunches can you sell? Best value buys this week are cauliflower and celery. Call our produce traders for more info on any of our fruit and veggie lines. Their phone numbers are on the availability list. Have a great week and eat organic!